And at that point, I got pissed off. Because what do you mean? What are you talking about? What's goody, pretties? Welcome back to my channel. Please go watch part 1 before watching part 2, or you will be very confused. I'm going to pick up exactly where I left off in part 1. Thank you. Somehow, we got on the phone with Serene. And Serene was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm not sure what's going on. What house did they send you guys to? And, oh, that's not the right address. Why would they send you guys there? I'm checking in now to see, whatever. Oh, it looks like someone came in and changed your address. And we like, changed our address? Who changed the address? And why they changed the address? This is not, they don't even, why? Like, we trying to figure out who, what, when, where, how, did, who, why. So she's telling us that somebody came in and changed the address and whoopty whoopty blah blah blah.
Manager, so all the numbers on the customer service paper, she says that they're routing to her. So it's like she's talking about she can't accommodate me. She just gonna refund me. They don't have no more places out here. It's false advertising. It looks like a motel. It looks like poverty. I never say anything like this, and I'm not laying my head there. She was so rude and very disrespectful. It's 2682 Emerald Island Boulevard.
Oh, you checked this today. Oh, okay.
What was the other house?
I have no idea. I'm looking at it right now.
And it looks nothing.
What home they have you in, because that's not the home that we booked.
Oh,
That's
wow.
not what we booked. Remember,
It's no way.
970.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. And this says home 953, and we are 970, and that's where I need to be.
Well, I don't know how you ended up in 953. Jenny's on the phone, and so Jennifer's not answering me. I just called my manager, the one that manages our company, and I'm just waiting for them to respond.
Thank you.
Well, they
Okay, well, thank you. You think they will respond tonight? Because like
Trey usually, he's very quick at responding. He's probably at somewhere with one of his he usually is very quick, because if he knows if I call him, it has to be an emergency. So he usually responds to me quickly, okay?
okay, thank you, Serene. So should I just wait for your call? Should I just wait for your call back? Or
Yeah, just wait for me to call you back, yeah.
Okay, thank you,
I
Serene.
will not leave this office until I call you back, okay?
oh my God,
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Serene.
You're
Thank
welcome. No problem.
Bye-bye.
How did y'all even get in contact with Susan?
It's the number.
That's the number on the paper.
And that's what we kept telling Susan. Send us to who can help us.
She was like, oh, I'm gonna stay here until you guys figure it out. I'm gonna have the owner call you guys. His name is Trey. Yeah, she said his name was Trey. She's like, I'm gonna have Trey call you guys, and real sweet. And we was like, thank you, Serene. Thank you, thank you, girl. Ooh, whatever. Like, thinking Serene is on our side. You know what I'm saying? Whole time the bitch scamming too. We all at peace at this point. We were relieved a little bit, because we're a little hopeful that Mr. Trey's gonna call up and be like, yeah, like, yeah, man. We thinking Trey gonna call up like, yeah, is Mr. still your house? Like,
Kane is in the building.
It's Mr. Steal Your House. It's Mr.
We thinking Trey is gonna call up with some good news. Trey answers the phone. You know, he has like this little country type of voice or whatever, real like sounding like he could own a business. I'm just saying. He sound like everybody just sounded like legit people. Sis and Auntie again are explaining for the 3rd time to this man, because we've already explained to Susan, Serene, and now Trey. So they're on the phone rerunning everything down to Trey and letting him know how Susan was being unprofessional and she wasn't helping us in XYZ.
Okay, I booked the house. It was unit 970. I was given 953 2682 Emerald Island Boulevard. And that is not the house I booked. And I spoke with Susan, and all the numbers on the customers on this itinerary paper is routing to her. She said she can't help me. She don't have another house for me. I can stay one night, but she'll take money off. What did she say?
She said she gonna charge us for staying in the house that's not the house that we booked.
We asked her to speak to the source. The person, she kept calling back saying they will give you a refund. They say they can't do this. They can't do that. I have nothing to do with it. I said, ma'am, who is they? Let us speak to the source so we can handle this because you're not helping us.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm the source, okay?
Okay, this was the story that they told us. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk like Trey. Or if that's even your fucking name. I'm gonna talk like Mr. Trey, Mr. Steal Your House. Okay, I'm gonna talk like him. He said, hi, I'm Trey. I'm the owner of the company. And Charlene, there's really nothing that Charlene can do for you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? There's nothing else around that I can book you guys. There's nothing else available for you guys, okay? That's how that was going, okay? They were pressing and we were like not budging. We just like, this not making sense. Okay, give us a refund. We don't want no money back on the card because that's gonna take 3 to 5 or however many business days. We're not gonna get that back instantly.
I need to get the cash so I can book somewhere tonight. You know, when you get a refund, it takes what? 3 to 5 to 7, however many business days. I'm not even here that long. I need to get the cash so I can book somewhere tonight. Can you book somewhere for us for the same amount? We can tell you what it is. We're looking on Airbnb right now. We're trying to find a place. Do you have Venmo? Do you?
Okay, well,
No, I'm saying, okay, well then can you Venmo us the money? Can you cash so we can have access to the refund right now?
We want cash back. We've already been asking Susan for a refund, cash back, and she kept saying, no, you have to put it on a card. So when talking to Trey, we explained the same thing. We need money back then because we're not staying in that house. And we made that very clear. We're not staying in that house, not even tonight. We're going to be homeless out this bitch before we lay over there. And that's just what it is. We're not staying over there. We'll sleep in a car. Fuck that. I'll get my ass in the trunk. That. So, we asking the man, can we get some cash back? No, you can't get cash back. It has to be a refund on the card. Okay. Cash out, nigga. Shit. Cash out. Zelle. Money orders. Checks. Cashier checks. Something. We need something that's going to be something that we can get today or tomorrow because we have to book somewhere to stay, sir. We're not from Florida. Why do you think we're renting a house, bro? So we just like, bro, give us a cashier check. Give us something. That's what Auntie was saying. She was saying, okay, cashier check, cash at Zelle. It's many ways to send us money virtually that don't have to be cash, but we gonna need something, boo. So he agreed to give us a cashier's check the next day, the next morning, okay? So we were gonna meet with him to get a cashier's check. The address that he gave us was, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the address that he gave us. Ooh. Yes, I do. Let me find it. Hold on.
1515 Park Center Drive, Suite 2K.
I don't even know if that's a real address, but that's the address he gave us for us to meet him the next day to get the cashier check. So after all of that, and he gave us the address, he decided he wanted to come clean. He was just like, I'm
The house.
I had a house that was flooded. This house was I had to move things around just so I could get everybody. If I had another house to save, I'm telling you, I would honestly give you another house. I don't have a house to move you to. So.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, okay? There was a flood in Florida. We had to give that house to those people, okay? I'm so sorry we had to give that house to the people whose house is flooded in Florida. And at that point, I got pissed off. Because what do you mean? What are you talking about? Why would you give them our house because their house flooded? I mean, no disrespect, my dude. I feel bad their house flooded. Well, bitch, they didn't pay for that. Send them to the Motel 6 that you tried to send us to. At that time, and still at this time, I don't give a damn about their house flooding. Don't give them the house that I paid for. Move they motherfucking ass to that Motel motherfucking 3 house that you gave us. If anything. You know what I'm saying? If anything, move them there. That didn't make no sense to me or nobody else. And that's where I was pissed off. That's where I was ready to motherfucking snap. Because I've been calm the whole time. I've been quiet the whole time. I've been collective. I've been good.
But when he said that, I snapped and I walked out because I had to gather my thoughts because I was pissed off. We thinking, okay, we're going to get the cashier's check tomorrow and everything going to be squared away. Everything going to be good. We're going to get the money, get a new place to stay, and that's going to be that. So we ended up getting off the phone with Mr. Steal Your House, okay? We have nowhere to go. We're literally homeless at this point. We were all looking for a place to stay, like Airbnb, a hotel, somewhere. Because we had to go because the clubhouse that we were in were closing at 10. It was already like 8:30, 9 o'clock. We found a resort or whatever in Orlando. So we go to that resort and somehow something happened to where we didn't end up staying there. So as we were getting ready to leave, there was this chunky, short, ugly dude scouting. I don't know what happened. Me, auntie, cousin, sis, we was all walking to the car. I turn around, I don't see my boyfriend. So I'm like, just me being me and not knowing why is he not beside me or whatever. I'm turning around, I'm going back inside to get my man. Where is my man? Period. Hey, I'm gonna meet y'all back at the car. I'm gonna get my man. So I go back inside and I see boyfriend talking to the thick black dude. I'm gonna call him Thickum. So I see my boyfriend talking to Thickum. And I'm like, what's he doing? Like, y'all over here having a meet and greet. What y'all talking about? So I walk over there and I'm hearing him talking about something about another resort and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm not saying nothing. I'm just listening. Because I'm just like, I'm drained at this point. I don't give a damn. At this point, I would lay on the concrete because I'm just over it. The whole thing. So I'm just standing there listening or whatever. So then sis comes in. And after sis, that's when cousin and auntie end up coming in too eventually. So his sister come over there and she like, what's going on? Or whatever. And that's when my boyfriend was telling his sister like, oh, he's trying to see if he can get us a discount at this resort and XYZ. Whatever. Cool, right? So we thinking this dude, thick black dude trying to help us get somewhere to stay because, you know, we're homeless right now. We have nowhere to go. We haven't eaten anything. You know what I'm saying? We all felt helpless and we were all vulnerable because we ain't had nowhere to go.
And mind you guys, we have been looking for an alternative place to stay since they've been on the phone. Myself, my boyfriend, and his cousin were on our phones trying to find places to stay on Airbnb or a hotel, and we were struggling to find places because, mind you, we had just spent $1,000 on this house. So we weren't trying to spend blow money on another place to stay when we already had a place and got scammed.
Long story short, Thickum tried to scam us too because he was asking for cash in your hand.
Cash in your hand.
He was asking for cash to be in his hand for the hotel room, the resorts in Florida. Bitch, we was at the Orlando Grand. The motherfucker said the resort that he had for us was better than the one we was at. I went to go type in the name of the resort that he told us because he swore it was better than the one we was at that particular time. No, it was not. It was not better. So I'm looking at this nigga like, you gonna sit here and lie about how the resort look? Okay. So I ain't saying, I'm just listening and letting him talk. So pretty much auntie started to pick up on the fact that this nigga not making no sense. Like, this nigga want cash in his hand to send us to a resort, allegedly, right? And we get 3 hotel rooms at a discounted price, but we give him the cash for it, and then we just go to the resort and they gonna give us the room. Basically, that's what he's trying to sell us. We give him $40 and, you know what I'm saying, we go there and whatever, because he works there or whatever, some type of shit like that or whatever. So he making phone calls and texting, doing all type of shit, making it seem like he making some type of business moves or something. His auntie was starting to pick up on like, this ain't making sense. Why do you need cash? Because I need to see where the money's going. If I give you cash, there's no way for me to prove that I paid for the room that you're talking about. Right?
And all of a sudden, he just like, I understand you guys. You got scammed, and I'm not gonna try to scam you guys out of $40. It's just $40. Trust me, you guys. You don't know what type of day we had, so you better be quiet. You better be quiet. So his auntie went off on him. You're trying to scam us too, because you see we vulnerable. You see we don't have nowhere to go. You're trying to play with us too. So after she ended up snapping, because he had her information on paper, because we was kind of going into it at first. So she wanted the paper back to have the information. He didn't want to give it to her. So the two of them going at it, and then all of a sudden, my boyfriend get up. And I already know. When my boyfriend get up, he's quiet. He don't say much, but I already know. I get up, because I'm like, I'm in protector mode, because I'm like, I'm not going to let my boyfriend, go to jail in Florida. I'm not gonna let my boyfriend whip this thick nigga ass in Florida. So it was just a whole big issue because he didn't want to give her back the paper with her information on it. So then his cousin comes up. All of a sudden, Thickums hands the cousin the paper. So he gave it to us, and then we went outside. But then we realized that wasn't the paper. The paper that had her information was not what he ripped up and gave us. He gave us something else. So we were outside trying to regroup. And all of a sudden, he comes bobbling his thick ass outside, and he finally gives us the paper with her information on it. He's like, I don't want no trouble, you guys. I was just trying to help you guys. And bull. At this point, we looking at everybody with a side eye because who not trying to get over at this point? We done almost got scammed twice today. Who's not trying to get over in this fucking city? Now, I am gonna say, as far as the cashier check, we never met with him the next day to get the cashier check because 1, that was dangerous. 2, none of it made sense. 3, anything could have happened. And we don't know, we could have been meeting up with some killers. We could have been meeting up with some kidnappers, some sex traffickers. You never know. Because that house had some energy to it. I don't know what it was. That house had some type of energy to where I felt like we could have died at the house. You never know. That's real drastic, but you never know. People could have came in that house while we was asleep, kidnapped us, chopped us up, blew us up. They could have did anything to us. We don't know whose house that was, first of all. Could have been the scammer's house. And they would have came in there and killed us all. So, I don't even know if I would ever book with Airbnb anymore either. So, that is the story on how I got scammed. Well, not I, but that is the story on how the 5 of us got scammed through VRBO. That is the company in which these people, Trey, Susan, and Serene, were able to scam us. So if you ever see that name anywhere on VRBO, do not book with them. Do your research. When you're booking a house via one of these little vacation house companies, the first thing you need to do to make sure you're not sketchy, when you go on the site, you need to click on the pictures that they have of the house, and you need to zoom into the houses. Because if you zoom in, now that I'm doing this right now, because I did this like 2 days ago, as I'm examining this shit, as I zoom in, you can tell this picture was screenshotted.
The fuck?
You can tell this picture of this house was screenshotted. You can tell it was screenshotted from somewhere else and uploaded on VRBO. Y'all need to make sure y'all are zooming in these photos and really examining these photos. Because the picture that was taken physically by the person is not going to look like how it looks right now. And it looked like that on the site. Like if I was to go on the site right now and zoom in, they look like screenshotted photos. The second thing that my brother pointed out to me, the motherfucker house, where are you at? 0 reviews. The house has 0 reviews. None. So I don't know if we're the first ones that they got or what, but sis and auntie, they called the police and they filed a report on these people. And the police basically let them know, like, this is not a vacation house or anything like that. Like, this is not even, this was a scam, basically. They let us know that it was a scam. They confirmed that it was a scam. So I don't know if people can actually call the police and confirm if a house is like a real like vacation house or not, but I would try it and see. But yeah, this is actually creeping me out, just sitting here talking about this house. So just be aware of everything before you book with something. Do your research and don't be gullible, and keep track of everything. Take pictures of everything, record everything. If you're going somewhere, if something's out of order, take pictures, screenshots, do whatever you have to do, because you never know when you have to like put something out or bring awareness to something. But yeah, y'all, that's my scamming story. And I have never in my life been scammed, y'all. This was some ghetto, and I just cannot, like. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, clap the like button, and make it rain in the comments. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Spit some cash on me. Spit some cash on me. Make your baby daddy wanna spit some cash on me.